Yeah, hello guys, good afternoon. I am Honorable Noor Said, your lecturer for this course, and this is our lecture 2 for our masterclass free graphic designing mentorship program. Alright, so I'm your mentor that will be taking you through this program, and this is our lecture 2. Alright, so today we move from theory to actions. You know, a designer without suit is just like a driver without a car. All right, so every time we have design tips for the day. So every out of the 30 days, we having tips about the design, about designing. So yesterday we had a tip which was we were classifying computer graphics to graphic designing itself. So today what we are comparing is raster graphics and vector graphics. All right, so raster graphics are made of pixels. Those are Photoshop works. All right, so they are pixel based, and for vector graphics are made of what mathematical path. All right, so what are the difference between the mathematical path and the pixel path? Now, when we look at the pixel path raster graphics, it's actually when you zoom it. I'm comparing them through the zooming point. When you zoom a raster graphics image, when you zoom too much, you see that it gets blur. It gets blurry. You understand? But for vector graphics, that when you zoom, it doesn't get blurry. It's still sharp and it looks very great. Now, examples are the example of the raster graphic. It's photographs. All right. So when you use your camera to take raw photos, when you zoom too much, even though it's no matter how it's clear, when you zoom it too much, you see that it gets blurry. Now let's look at the vector. High skilled personnel use vectors to design logos for companies. So when you zoom images like that, you don't see it gets blurry. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Thank you. That was all just by the way. So today, what we will be looking at is we will be looking through our website. You can see it. There's the website. It's domain name honorable hon.dialoga.com/index.php. So with this website, you just get there. When you get here, it's live. So when you get to it, you go to student login, this part. You can see it, student login, and we have admin login. The admin login is for the mentors, yeah, but for the student login is yours. So we are going to download the zip file. All right, so on our this student login, when you register, when you register for the system automatically saves your information. So when you are into login, it will require your student email address. You can see the email address you use for registration, and your password, which is your phone number. No, the password is your phone number. So most of you will be like, you didn't put in password, what's registration? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when you can go and change your password later, but when you register as a fresh, you use your email that you use, your existing email, and your password, which was your phone number. All right, so let's dive deep into that. So the email here, I'll be using honorable hon.cashes. Then I'll be using the all right. All right, so that's it. I've logged in, and this is my student dashboard. These are my details. All right, my student ID, my full name, my email, my phone number. You can see pending. Certificate is pending. I'm not done with the course, so I will not receive my set. But when your certificate is received, you see here active. Now our lecture slide. So far we have the lecture 1, which is here. You need to download. You click download and you download it. When you get down, it's your software. You can download the software, which is here, also here. So this meaning the software is live. You all can just go to the website and download your software. Now what we've downloaded here is what Adobe Photoshop 2019. So we were actually supposed to give the 2025 and 2020 version, but it's very heavy. You can see even this one, it's just 1.6 gig, but the 2025 was actually 33 gig, which is actually very heavy. And so this is the page. So you download. When you download finish, you have the zip file on your desktop. All right, so I'll go to desktop. I have my zip file, Adobe Photoshop. You can see it because I've already downloaded it and I've saved it on my desktop. So you extract it. So you right click, you first click and you right click, you click extract all. So when you extract all, it will load and it will extract. When extract, it will be an open folder file for you. Alright, so I've already extracted, so you can see it. When you extract, it will be like this. Alright, because I've already extracted mine, that's why it looks like this. So when it's extracted, to open for you. When you double tap it to open for you. When it's open, you will then see setup. So you click on setup. Forget the packages and those resources, they just make the software work. So when you click on setup, when you double click on that setup, then it will then take you to setup, publish unknown file. Then you click on yes. So I've already installed mine, so I click on no. I don't want to install twice. So when if you not install, you just make sure you click on yes. But I've already installed mine, I click on no. Alright, that's why I said creating. So guys, that was just by the way. When you're done, so we are going to launch it. So I'm going to set for Photoshop. Note, Photoshop is also shortened as a PS. Okay, we also call it PS. PS is also known as Photoshop. So Adobe Photoshop. So I have 2020 and I have 2019. I even have 2025 on my PC. But for this tutorial, we will actually be using the Adobe Photoshop, the CC, the carbon copy 2019. So 2019, which I'm running. So when you run, you'll see something very nice like this. You can see this is how Photoshop looks like. If you're a beginner or this is your first time seeing Adobe Photoshop's interface, this is how it looks like. So today the tutorial was just to learn on how to download the sites, the zip file from our software, and how to set it up, how to extract it, how to set it up, and how to install it, and all those stuff. So when you open it as new, this is what you see. So we will learn on how to create a new file, our first file. We will also learn about its interface. So I told you in this system also, I'm giving a very little bit tip about our second lecture. So it will just we will learn on how to create a new file. So we are creating a new file. Click on the create a new file, then I click on my dimension. So here this window shows you to enter the specific type of size you want to design. All right, the specific size or template in which you want to design. So maybe we have dimensions, like you can see inches, 2x4, 2x6. You'll be hearing those type of size of banners and flyers when they print. You see centimeters, millimeters, point, and picas. You can see all of them. So you first name it what you want to name it. So my first PS project. Yeah, PR. I've shortened it like that. My first PS project. So that's it. And when I click on when you go to the print part, also you see the ones that if you want to print, you see other file size and any other dimension. For those ones, they are already in, but this is a default Photoshop size. So you can change the size in which you can bring it to portrait. You can bring it to landscape. Now, when you go to print, there are already specified size of things already there. If you want to print, do a design and print on A4 sheet, you can see it there. A4, A6, A5, A3, B5. You can see all of the sizes already there. You want to do a web designing, mobile, everything. It's all here. Alright. So recent. So any recent size you create will be saved here. Alright. So I'm going to click on create. So let's say I'm designing what's the name? Let me use 16 to 9. Alright, so that's still so I'm creating. I click on create. It will open. You can see it's very nice. So 16 to 9 this in the diamond, that size is actually a YouTube for YouTube. So YouTube videos, you can see all of them, and even movies, most of them are used in this sign. So if I'm to design a template, this is how it is. Now here all here, like this is your working space. All here where the white background is, this all here is your working space. You understand? All this empty part is your working space. Okay. And here You can see your colors and everything. Just this is the interface. By God willing, our next slide we are learning to create our first Photoshop or our first project in Adobe Photoshop. Thank you all for joining this section, and I hope and pray and also glad you've had a very wonderful section today. And note, I will also be sharing the PowerPoint of this the PowerPoint of this lecture. You have access to it and also download, and in it you have a whole interface like this. In it you will see I'll be labeling all the parts. So our next meeting, in the video I will then be asking for you guys to identify the part in the Photoshop. You understand the interface, so you make sure I'll make it well known and identify inside the slide. So when you have your time, make sure you read it and understand it very clearly, so that next time I'll just be mentioning the part and uh, of the interface, and you guys too will understand. Alright, so that was just by the way. Thank you for joining once again, and we really do appreciate. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments section, and also don't forget to like, or you can even share this video. Thank you all. Have a nice and a pleasant day. Alright, bye.